What's up, everybody? Leone here again today with another review video. Today we're taking a look at the Wismec Noisy Cricket. This is a fully mechanical dual 18650 mod that runs in series, which means you're going to get about 7.4 volts out of it when it's fully charged. Just like a mech, the voltage is going to drop as you use it and the batteries start to die. Technically, you can get 4.2 plus 4.2 is 8.4, but realistically, with voltage drop and all that, you're probably looking more around peak performance around 7.4. Now, I haven't tested it to see what it's outputting and all that, but it's just like a mech, you know. It's like a motherfucker, that is for sure. Let's talk about this a little. Let me give you a couple quick specs off the website. There's really not much to it, but I will read you what I got right here in front of me. It's an all aluminum body. Like I said, it takes two 18650 batteries. It is 79 millimeters in height, 40 millimeters across the bottom going this way, and 22 millimeters thick. It has a hybrid 510 connection, which means there's no 510 pin. It will be using the 510 pin off of your atomizer, and you can fully disassemble this to clean it and clean the contacts and all that. I totally skipped. How much is it? It's you can get it from $19.99 till about $30. I've seen it at all kinds of prices. I've seen it as low as $20. I'll link to VapeNW, who's got it for $19.99, and VaporTech USA, which is who I got it from, because VapeNW was sold out. They had it for $25, I think I paid. So all very good deals for this device. We'll talk more about it here in the close-ups, which we're going to do right now. So let's get down to the table, and I will show you this guy close-up. So here we are up close and personal with the Wismec Noisy Cricket. You can see here I got the brushed version. They have a black version also. I'll take a quick look at the packaging. Noisy Cricket. Some stuff on here. It tells you how to install the batteries and button and 510 connector properly. Just open this up. And it does have authenticity sticker here, so you can check if it's an authentic product. So we open this up. All you're going to get in the package is the mod with some felt. That is it. So here is the mod. This is a tiny little guy here. This is the iStick 40 watt. You can see those two next to each other. It is about the same height, I believe. Yeah, it's about the same height as the 40 watt. And obviously it's thicker, but it is a dual 18650, so you can see that there. Alright, let's get to the mod. This is going to be nice, easy, and simple. I love it. So this is your button here. I'm going to unscrew everything for you so we can take a look at it. Alright, so here's your button. It does say Jaybo on there and Wismec here on the bottom, because it is manufactured by Wismec and Jaybo. You have this type of insulator ring here, if you could see. Nice, easy press button. Not too easy, but it is a nice light press on the button. I haven't done the mech review in a long time, so you can see that there. There is a spring inside of here if you do want to take this apart, but it is a nice press button here. Then your 510. This is a hybrid device. So you do see Wismec here, and you do see some markings, and you see some holes. Those holes will help you when you're taking this cap out if it does get stuck. But there is no 510 pin. It is, like I said, a hybrid device, so it uses the 510 connection off your Addy. I would only recommend using Addies with protruding 510 pins like the one that I've been using. Make sure that this is the indestructible, which we're going to look at here soon. You can see the 510 pin there is sticking out quite adequately. So when you do screw it onto here, like so, you'll see that 510 pin is protruding past the outside of this connection. So that is a very important thing. Make sure you do have a 510 pin that protrudes like this, if not a little bit more, so you don't get a short. It does have some type of protection here. I don't know, like a little really thin insulator of some sort. They're claiming, at least on their website, they're claiming to prevent it from shorting if your 510 is not long enough. But nonetheless, just make sure you do have that. So yeah, your Addy just screws right on there. I looked at the button, and then the mod, it's just, you know, a brushed aluminum body. You can see the brush marks here. And on the bottom it does say Jaybo, and you do have 3 holes here for venting, and 2 screws here. And then if you do take this bottom plate out here, you'll have a bar that rocks back and forth like a seesaw basically, and that's how your batteries just kind of sit on there. So you can see as I press one, one pushes up, one pushes down, vice versa, vice versa. Yeah, it's just a little rocker plate that makes contact with the batteries. And yeah, you can take it out if you want to clean it. I've seen other people take it out. I just don't feel like doing it on this video. There's so many videos of this already. So real quick, let me just go over how you install. One of your batteries is going to go positive up, just like that. And one's going to go positive down, just like that. And the button itself goes over the negative up connection. So the button itself's got to be making contact with the negative side of the battery. Always make sure you do this. You will have a big catastrophic issue if you don't. It says right on the box, so just make sure you do it right. It can be confusing, but make sure the button always goes with the negative side of the battery. So I didn't tighten it down all the way. I still left it up because I want to get my addy on all the way first before I tighten the button down. That's usually what I do, is I slap my addy on. So I will do that. And just so you know, the 510 connection does go on top of the positive connection of the battery. Very important. So there we go. I got my addy and 510 connection all the way down. And then I'll just go in and tighten my button here. And it does have a slot if you do want to use a 510. I would not over tighten it because you do get auto fire if you do over tighten it. I tighten it as tight as I can get it with my finger. And then boom, she's all ready to go. Battery's installed correctly, press the trigger button, and you're off to vaping. So that's the Wismec Noisy Cricket up close and personal. Let's go up top and talk a little bit more about it. And if I didn't mention it already, I think I forgot. It is also made by Jaybo. Jaybo and Wismec have been partnering up lately, doing everything basically. So it is Jaybo who designed it and Wismec who produced it, something like that. So I think it is being made in China and then designed here in the good old USA. So that's that. Now you saw it close up. There's really not much to it. It's an aluminum body dual 18650 device, mech if you would like to say. I haven't used a mech in a long time. This is the closest thing to a mech mod that I've used in a long time. And let me tell you, this thing is fantastic. There's no two ands ifs about it. I never wanted to use a mech again with all the regulated devices out there. Yes, I still prefer regulated devices, but for what it is and the price point that it's selling for, it's really hard to pin anything against this mod itself. Now, it is not for the newbie, the beginner. Please know what you're doing if you're going to get one of these, because it can be very dangerous. If you put the batteries in the wrong way, install the caps in the wrong way, it can be a nightmare. It could explode, it could short on you, all kinds of things could happen. And not only that, they're recommending a build between, I believe, 0.3 and 0.6 ohms on here because you are getting over 7 volts of power through it. Personally, for me, this is my opinion, I had a 0.4 in there, and that was way too intense. I had a dual coil, Clapton coil, and that was way rowdy, way too rowdy for even me. So I took that out, and you'll see this because I actually shot the Indestructible Addy review. You'll see the build I had in there, and you'll see the build that's in here currently that I'm using. The one that I'm using in here is a single Clapton coil, and it's reading 0.7, so it's a little higher. The other one was a 0.4. This 0.7 is still kicking ass, and the flavor is really good. It's a 0.7 ohm build. I'm taking like a second drag and I'm getting ridiculous amounts of vapor. Ridiculous amounts of vapor. I'm liking this single coil in here a lot better. But for some of you, 0.4, 0.3 you'll be fine. You might want that rowdy vape, and that's perfectly fine. For me, 0.7 is more than enough. And that's what I like about this. You don't have to build super low, and you shouldn't build super low. Yeah, just checked on the website. It says on the Wismec website that they recommend 0.25 to 5 ohms. So there you go. That's their recommendation. I would not go too low. You'll blow your face off. It is very rowdy. So know that going into it. And obviously, when you're using a device like this, make sure you have safe high high drain batteries, and you buy new batteries and use them only together and charge them together with this device. Please be safe. I'm not gonna lie to you, there's really no cons with this. I know everybody says there's gotta be one con. Okay, I'll give you a con just for the sake of giving cons. There's no lock mechanism on the button. I guess that's the only thing I've noticed that I could see being an issue, because, you know, if you do put this in your pocket, you must be careful that it doesn't get accidentally pressed, because it will just start firing like a maniac. But what I do when I'm done with it, even at night before I go to bed, is I unscrew the button just slightly, and then it won't fire anymore. So, I mean, that could be your lock if you unscrew the button. That's what I do when I'm carrying it around. I just unscrew that button a little bit, and it won't fire. That's really the only con I have. Price point spot on. It's a great performer. That's all I can tell you, really. And I love the size of this thing. It's super, super small and super comfortable. You know, it's all rounded and just fits in your hand. And I love that top detonator style button. I love buttons on the top like that. I wish more mods had buttons like this. This button is a joy. The button is not feather light, but it is a nice, soft touch. You don't really have to push it deep into the body of the device. It's just a light trigger on there, and I love that. It's great. So I'm not going to spend too much more time about it because there are tons of reviews on this. This is the, you know, the Wismec Noisy Cricket by Jaybo and Wismec. It's fantastic, and it goes for about 20 bucks, and if it's something that you're interested in, go ahead and get it. You will not be disappointed whatsoever. So that's the review for that guy there. Now I do have the review for the Indestructible, also from Wismec and Jaybo. I've already shot a lot of it, just got to edit and stuff, so maybe that will come up later this week or maybe near the beginning of next week. I'm not too sure yet. And don't forget, the giveaway is still going on till the 4th of February, so you still have time to enter. Just go back into my channel and you'll see my previous video. I announced the giveaway and what we're giving away and how to enter the giveaway. I will do a video that day following the giveaway to announce the winner, so everybody who enters, be patient. There will be a video the day following. So that's it, guys. I hope you found this information helpful. As always, I'll put a subscription link down in the corner. Till next time, live well and vape on.